In this video, I will show you how to bring your photos to life with this tiny little hack. So make sure to stay tuned because that's coming right up. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video tutorial here at Design with Muneeb. I'm Muneeb, and in this video we will take a look at how to bring your photos to life with a tiny little photo hack right inside Adobe Photoshop. So before continuing, make sure to smash the like button because that helps me keep creating videos for you guys. So now that's aside, let's jump into the video. Now let's open Adobe Photoshop and create a document of something like 1920 by 1080 pixels. So once you have created the document, we clearly need a stock image for this purpose. Now I have chosen Pexels. If you don't know about Pexels, Pexels is a great website to download free stock images. You can see they're high quality. They are free. So let's say we like this one. You can see Creative Commons license, free for personal and commercial use, no attribution required. So let's just download that. Once we have completely downloaded the stock image, let's go to File, Place Linked, and import the stock image. Now let's increase the size to cover up the canvas completely, and let's hit OK. Now let's open up the layers panel and rename the stock image to something like background. Now let's select the layer, go to layers panel, and let's go to rasterize and rasterize smart object. Now we need to cut the subject from the background. In order to do that, we can use probably one of the few options we have in Adobe Photoshop. One of them is using the pen tool. By creating points, we can make selection. The other one is lasso tool. We can just make selection, very rough selection, not neat. We can use polygon lasso tool, just a little bit like pen tool. We can also use magnetic lasso tool. And for easiness, we can use quick selection tool or even magic wand tool. My subject is a little bit different than the background, not blending in, so I'm going to use quick selection tool, but it might depend on your situation. So let's just zoom in and select the subject. So now that I've made a really rough selection, I'm going to select the marquee selection tool and right click, layer via cut. It's going to separate the subject onto a new layer. As you can see, our subject and our backgrounds are clearly separated. Now this little thing is not separated. So let me just do that. So now if we just disable the subject, you can see it has a white background left. If you don't need that, we need to fill in something. Clearly Photoshop is a really awesome option available for that. Now if I just enable this layer and control click that, it's gonna select everything, select the content, make selection. That now if we go to the background layer, let's disable the subject layer. Now if we go to selection tool and right click, fill, and set the contents to content aware. Boom! You can see how powerful this tool is, but you may be seeing that it has some hard edges. No worries, we can use the clone stamp tool by alt clicking here to get a sample and just click here like this. So it's pretty easy. Take your time and refine this edge. So as you can see, I made a pretty not decent job at refining, but clearly this has been refined. So now if we just enable that, there's not much of difference, but we have something going on here. So now you may be thinking now, well, that's the animation part, now we have to go to Adobe After Effects. But no, my friend, this is 2017, this is Photoshop. We can do this in Photoshop. So in order to do that, first we have to just select both of the layers, press Ctrl G to make a copy, and let's just disable the original one, and let's just select the background copy and right click and click Convert to Smart Object, and do this for the subject also. So now let's go to Window and open up Timeline. Wow, and now hit this create video timeline button, and you can see we have something going on here. So now let's select the subject. Let's open up this drop down. We need to fiddle in with transform. Let's hit this clock watch, it means enable keyframing. And now let's go to the end and let's select this one and press Ctrl T, and let's maybe let's make it down a little bit smaller and move this aside. Yep. And now let's close this drop down menu and let's do something opposite for the background. So let's add a cue from there, and let's do maybe like make it bigger and make it there, something like that. So now we just play this. You can see it's a really parallax effect. So now we need to render that. Of course, we can go to File, Export, Render Video, and let's select a folder for that. And these are the default settings, are okay for me. Now let's hit render and it's gonna export the video. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, then make sure to leave a like on the video. If you loved it, then make sure to subscribe. Check out my other awesome content on the channel. This has been Muneeb, and until then, see you later.